Hello everyone, this is Mrs. Estock. I'm going to go over how to add the choice board project 1 to your reflections on your website. Go ahead and open up your website and make sure that you are on the reflections page. And then go ahead and scroll down to the bottom. You have three ways of adding this next reflection. The first one is that if you already have a placeholder here, you can go ahead and just start adding all of your content to the placeholder. If you do not have anything on here, you're going to go ahead and come over to the layouts. This one on the top left, you'll click on that, and you're going to have to make some changes to it in order to get it set up for your reflection. First thing you want to do is go ahead and resize this picture box. It should be 3 columns wide. When you click on here, you can see that there are different columns. So it should be 3 columns wide. And then also resize your text box. Do not leave a giant gap between the two boxes. You should see that the gap should be closed up there. The next thing you want to do is inside this box, you'll see everything is inside one content box. In between this little space between the image box and the outside here, you'll see this little space. I want you to double click in here, and we need to add another text box. This is going to be our caption for our image. So you're going to add title and size. Make sure they're both capitalized with a colon after them. So that's how you would prepare your box if you are grabbing a brand new one. Okay, now if you already have a placeholder, then you can go ahead and use this. Another option is that you can go ahead and grab one of the boxes you already have set up. That kind of helps for your whole entire website to all look the same. So to do that, you would just come to these two little squares on the left-hand side, and when you put your mouse over it, it says duplicate section. So go ahead and duplicate that. And then what we're going to do is swap out all of this information. So I'm going to change this. So again, the reflection is choice board project 1, and then go ahead and put in whatever it is you chose. So this is going to be, I'm going to do a demo on the Slab Mug. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and swap out my reflection. So my reflection has already been edited, graded, returned back. I'm borrowing this one from Leslie. So you can see there's nothing underlined, there's no incorrection, nothing's incorrect. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that. So I'm going to hold down Control C, or you can also right click and hit copy. And then I'm going to come back over to my website. And I'm going to delete what I have here. And then I'm going to right click and put paste as plain text. This is really important to do it this way so that you don't grab any italics, underline, any weird formatting that may be in your reflection. So paste as plain text. Again, I right click and then choose that option. I'm going to backspace. I had an extra space at the bottom. This one says that I have something is underlined in red. I'm just going to check this. So it says we let everything dry out before scoring it all together. It's suggesting I change it to storing. That is actually not correct, so I'm going to just leave that. But you should not have anything underlined in red. There are a few ceramics terms that the computer does not recognize. I'm going to actually dismiss this. Okay? So make sure that you check it though. Okay? Because you will be receiving points based on making sure that everything is correct grammar, spelling, punctuation, capitalization, etc. All right, so now I need to change. This is my slab mug, but these are not my slab mug pictures, so I need to change this. So I'm actually going to get rid of a couple of these pictures. Actually, I might leave that one. All right, so if you click, you're going to have to click more than once. You'll see that if I click once, it selects the entire box. So I'm going to need to click a second time to select what I want. So the title of this is going to be, I'm going to just call it Creative Slab Mug. And I need to change the size. So the size of my mug with the handle is 6.5 inches wide. And the height of my mug is 5 inches. Be sure to measure it. Please don't put some random thing on there. Somebody put that their mug was 1 inch tall. 1 inch is like super tiny. That is definitely, don't just plug in some random number there. All right, next thing I'm going to do, again, I need to click twice to select this box, and I'm going to go to the three dots and replace image, select image. So I already have mine saved. Let's see if it's in my recent. Let's hope. There it is. Perfect. Remember that you can go to Google Image, you can search your drive. There's different ways of doing this. I just added my picture, so it's in my recent. So I'm going to insert that. Now I want you to notice that my handle is kind of cut off in the picture. Please fix that. If anything is cut off, double click on the picture, on the image. And if you need to resize the box a little bit, you can resize the box. If you actually drag the box, you'll see it actually changes the format. So make sure your entire image is within that box. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is, another option is if you made a video, you can actually insert a video as well. So let's see if this will let me do that. I'm going to go to replace image. I did save a video. Let's see if it'll show up here. So I'm going to go to my folder where I know my stuff is. Looks like my video is not there. So this is the video that I'm going to grab. It's this one right here. So I have a couple different ways that I can add this. If this is a file, you can add it as a file. I'm actually going to get rid of this, and what I'm going to do right here underneath is I'm actually going to double click and add another text box. All right. I'm going to type in to see a video of my process. And I want this to stand out a little bit more, so I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. Another place that you can put this is you can actually drag it underneath here. And then what you're going to do for this, and you can, I know I have some weird capitalization here. Let me fix this, sorry. What you're going to do now is you're going to click and drag and go over to this link, and you're going to insert a link. So I'm going to come back over to my video, and right here, let's see, three dots, I'm going to share this. And I want to make sure that I change the link to anyone with the link can see the video. And then go ahead and copy the link. Come back over here, and I'm going to paste the link right there and hit apply. So now when I click, now go make sure you check on it, and it should bring up the video. So you want to just check and make sure that it does. All right, perfect. So I'm going to go back to the portfolio. Okay. Another option is if you did a really cool slide presentation. So here's a slide presentation. I'm borrowing from Fatima. So if you did a slide presentation, you're going to actually go to File, and down here you're going to go to Publish to Web. And go ahead and click on the yellow Publish button. You're going to have to click OK. And here's your link. So you're going to copy that, and then you come back over to your portfolio. So if you wanted to change that and not have the video, and you want to put in the slide presentation, go ahead and first thing let's do, let's change this to see a slide presentation of my process. So change that. Again, I have weird capitalization. I'll change that. Okay, so to see a slide presentation, again, highlight all the text, choose the link, put your link in there, hit apply. and then just make sure that it works. All right. And for that one, you don't have to worry about your sharing process because you're publishing it to the web. Okay. So that works. Make sure that you hit publish when you're done. It will ask you to review your changes. So make sure that you hit publish, review your changes. I'm just going to hit publish to save some time here. And then the last thing you're going to need to do is make sure you screenshot this because you're going to turn in your screenshot for today's assignment. So if your piece is longer and you can't capture it all in one screenshot, you have a couple options. You can make this smaller. Oop, there we go. That works. So I can capture it all in my screenshot now. So go ahead and hold down the control and then the little square with the lines next to it above the number 6. Screenshot that. You'll see that it's copied over there. It should copy it to your Google Drive, and then you will be able to turn it in for today's assignment. So that is everything. I will make sure that I put this with your Google Classroom assignment. Please let me know if you have any questions.